joint, you know, and so he somehow managed to put his funds together to create a barbershop. And
a beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Simmons.
And the stat to look at is his steal total.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 2 guard. And for Charlotte, Monk and Batum, the wings. Brook Lopez is out there with Washington. And it's Brown in at the point guard.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Now here is Horford. The pass to Thibault. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Shoots over Batum. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the opening field goal of the game for the 76ers. As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Pass to Thibault. Back to Harris. Over Monk. And Lopez pulls it down to the inside. And it goes down 2 points.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Brown the pass to Washington. Outside Batum. And Embiid with the block.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
A baseline J. Thibault can't get it to go. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's J missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
He put a little extra on that one, didn't he? Chase stirring up the pot in challenge mode.
Embiid finds Harris. Pass to Thibault. Horford with it. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
Here's Brown. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Here's Thibault. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Off target from 3-point range. For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Drops in the layup for 2.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
So a whole new group on the floor. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Simmons against Rubio. Simmons dishes to Harris. The 76ers with another miss.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go. Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Knicks was on a mission. He picked up 39 points, and his activity on defense was solid, coming up with a lot of blocks and steals. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Biyombo. And Monks subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, this is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. That one doesn't go. Shot left blocked. Second chance shot. It's deflected.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot block.
A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Here's Brown trying to get open as Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford. The Hornets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Right side, Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running in the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Showing us the handles. Shea really knows how to set up the defender.
The 76ers trail by 5. And it's Simmons penetrating. Great tee that time from Batum.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Count the basket. 16 points for Che.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Harris wide open. He shoots the basket good off the assist from Simmons.
What a beautiful shot by Tobias Harris. I mean, he's getting very consistent from there. Now, it's just a matter of getting better and better.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Thibault. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Shea. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And typically,
a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he makes the first. One second left. And the first half is now in the books. Hornets lead by 7. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Focus.
Yeah.
All right? Can't let up.
Can't let up. Gotcha.
All right? These guys are going to pounce.
All right.
All right, I got to go talk to Coach.
All right, do you think?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, you look at Shea in this game. He has been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Monk and Batum, the wing. Washington out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Brown in at the point. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2.
And the first one drops. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay
Was
Will,
he?
White Chocolate, he's the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
He put the ball on the deck, didn't he? And he created offense. Che draws the foul and gets to go to the line.
The line tonight going 4 for 5. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
Pass to Horford. Here's Thibault. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Embiid. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. No good on the shot. Simmons with the defensive effort. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. To Embiid, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Simmons against Brown. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Lambo, he's checked in for Lopez. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Smith has checked in. Simmons against Rubio. From 12 feet out. No good from Simmons. Hornets leading by 10.
a triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robinson with the pace he's piling up.
Kicks it to Smith. And here's Harris from the arc. The 76ers again can't hit it. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Shea. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And you look at the all-around impact of Ben Simmons, already a star and an all-star. You know what, Chris? If he adds a jump shot, how good do you think he can be?
Whoa. Some say you better polish up that MVP trophy. I mean...
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brown. But they get it back. Williams kicks to Hernan Gomez. Inside, here's Shea, and he converts the layup. Shea's got 11 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
O'Quinn, the pass to Harris. Over Bridges. Here's O'Quinn. Shea with the block.
2 block shots with fouling. I mean, you have great timing and body control. Shea showing both.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. There's the pass to Burke. Back to Scott. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Scott can't get it to go. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
He's a strong performer, night in and night out. Shea taking it up a notch in this one.
And here's Harris from the arc, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Charlotte out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Scott. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2. No good there. Some solid defense from Brown. It's good. That's 12 points for Ben Simmons.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
It's stolen by Monk. Passes to Brown. From 11 feet away, the shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Charlotte calls timeout. Charlotte making a switch here. Washington's checked in. Al Horford, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Hornets leading by 14. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Here's Che. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Thibault. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And stolen by Horford. Deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. Here's Brown. Knocks down the 10-footer. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Thibault. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019, letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Washington. Kicks it out the chain. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
An outstanding focus from the big man. Lopez, he's accepting the punishment for muscling through it.
It's stolen by Brown. And there's the pass to Washington. To the middle. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Monk. Monk's got 6 assists now in the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Simmons finds Embiid. Hornets with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. And they double up Jay. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jay's got 41.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from Che. Aggressive move, doing damage.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 14. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Che.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. From 12 feet out. And it's good for 2. 12 points for Joel Embiid.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hornets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Brown against Simmons. Brown feeling it out a bit. Knocks it loose. Passes it to Monk. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Once they
You never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Rick Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.